Okay, there we go. Now we should have audio. All right, is that better? All right, better? Okay, good. At least we now know where I'm standing at. Um, all right. Well, that's at least a good thing. We got this all started up. Okay. Oh boy. So I literally just been on the rant hole for literally 4 minutes. Audio exists. I know it exists. It's a pain in my ass now. It's a good thing I got this fixed now. I don't know what the hell happened there. Okay. So I figured, like I said, why are you streaming on this podcast channel? Because, um, to be fair, I mean, I needed to do it on this channel specifically. I need to turn this off on. I need to turn that down on here. But I figured to be on your own channel. True, but I figured I was gonna do this episode on my own, or unless somebody joins in or something. Um, this is an episode that I just wanted to do on the channel, at least on this channel. Um, Now, yes, will that possibly mix things up a bit? Yeah, it'll mix things up a bit, but it's not like it's completely good. It's not like I am doing anything to try to mess anything up. Not intentionally, but if it does, I'm sorry. Um, okay. Just give me one moment, and then I will. Yeah. I can hear my wife watching Scooby Doo in the background, like the live action Scooby Doo. All right. Okay. Now all that is taken care of. Everything is sent out and stuff. I know I just wasted about 6 minutes because literally the first like 4.5 minutes was apparently audio did not go through. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, today's episode, everybody, is gonna be focusing on that vegan teacher. Now, I wanted my wife to do this with me, or at least wanted my wife, and I wanted somebody else to jump in as well to do this with me. I literally sat and called, and I was just like, "Is anybody gonna join? If not, that's okay." I know I didn't like send out a notification, but still, but I wanted to do this real quick because that vegan teacher is nuts. And I honestly couldn't wait to do this video. I wanted to wait till tomorrow to do it, but I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it. Because you know why? Because I can. And I want to talk about this. And I wanted to keep talking about this for a while. I've been wanting to talk about it even though we kept doing like the OM videos and like the stuff with TJV and stuff. I was just like, you know what? I've been wanting to do this video for a long while. I've tried throwing the idea out there. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it on my own. I want to see how I could do it on my own. Especially with the podcast channel. Because I know like a lot of people are going to be like, oh, wow, you can't do it on the podcast channel because you're only one person. Well, if somebody wants to hop in, they got the Discord link. They could hop in. They want to sit in. They want to go to the sit in part of the chat. Fine, they could go into the sit in for the call-ins and stuff. You know, I could drag them up. Okay. All right. Now, we already know that vegan teacher, she's a hypocrite and a liar. Just throwing that shit out there right now. She's a hypocrite and a liar, and everybody knows this by a long shot. Everybody knows this. And the fact is, she keeps trying to compare the abuse of animals to the Holocaust. Excuse me. There was nothing similar between the Holocaust and killing animals for food and for cloth. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the boots that we wear today, that faux leather is still made from cow. Believe it or not. Even some of the synthetic leather still has like a little bit of actual hide into it. That's what like some vegans don't realize whenever they're wearing those faux leather jackets and shit like that. I prefer pure leather jackets over faux, but if I have to wear faux, so be it. All right. So there we be, that vegan teacher, aka Miss Katie. My God, she's an idiot and a half. Okay, first of all, she tried calling out Gordon Ramsay. Hilarious shit. So hilarious to the point that she thinks that this is a good idea to be making. Like, why that Shady Records is going to sign her up, I swear. Okay. God, I already have a bad feeling about this, but okay. All right. Now, the one video I really want to focus on is the Nikocado avocado part. The only thing that I will agree with her with is the fact that Nikocado is really, really unhealthy, and it is killing him. It is disgustingly horrifying to see the condition that he's in. I'm going to regret watching this, but let's see what points she can actually make. No.
Welcome to class, everybody, and especially to you, Nikocado Avocado. Nikocado Avocado is somebody that I've heard this meme going around, and I didn't really know who he was. And people are always asking me to review his channel. They're saying to me, "Oh, Miss Katie, go there and blast him and give him heck." And yeah, I can do that. But
wait, no more meat. Oh God, this chick is absolutely nuts, dude. She believes that literally anything about meat eaters, saying that they're evil, that they're animal abusers, they should go to hell for eating meat. Excuse me. I mean, I'd rather eat meat for the rest of my life then. Well, congratulations. That's about 99% of the food that we eat anymore in today's society. So, I mean, somebody make this woman a sandwich. I swear to God, she looks horrible. I'm not here to try to blast anybody or anything, but Jesus. Okay. She does have a point, though, I will admit. I don't like her, but she does have a point. Nikocado is like completely destroying himself with these mukbang videos. I mean, I also did a video on it for Ritz's Breaking News back on my main channel. Excuse me. But seriously, why? Why has God given us this absolute troll? I forgot what I was even saying about why she had a point. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. She has a point because Nikocado is horrendously unhealthy. Not to blast him or anything, but he's just horrendously unhealthy. And he looks horrible, especially with the state that he's in now. Good God. Technically, no one is vegan since plants grow from animal. Ah. Dino, you have a point there. You have a point there. And I know chat is over my face cam, but I really don't care. But still, you have a point. Technically, there's no such thing as veganism because anything plant based is still grown off of animal corpses, pretty much.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I didn't even hear the ding.
No, because you have Streamlabs open.
Oh, that's right.
Your streamer mode.
Oh. Wait, I usually hear the ding whenever I did it on my whenever I did it on my account, but
No, so that's the thing. Streamlabs boosts or enables Streamlabs OBS. Auto enables your streamer mode, so
yeah.
and that will get the notifications out.
Ah, don't I feel dumb? Damien,
My
what
audio ain't coming through correctly.
what Damien, what's your opinion on this whole lovely lady known as Miss Katie?
First off, before you do anything, fix my audio.
Fix your audio.
Because my audio ain't coming through correctly.
Apparently. Okay, let's see here. That's probably why. Can anybody even hear anything? I swear to God. Okay. Maybe from. Okay, let me see here. Alright, let me fix this. I swear I'm not a horrible streamer. It's just these settings on these things are a pain in my ass. Okay. Let's see here. Gotta make sure if I gotta make sure that Discord isn't like doing anything weird with it too. Okay, output. Okay, yeah, everything should be fine. All right.
Machine a bit.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I still can't
Because
hear
there's.
Damien.
I mean, no, they still can't hear it because of the delay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you're good. Okay. Swear to God, why is there always technical difficulties whenever I'm the one that's around? Jesus.
I don't know.
Okay. Now, Damien, I
I
don't
can
know if
keep.
you'll be able to really hear it because I am streaming through like on Discord through like the entire like
Oh no,
laptop
I won't
itself.
hear. Just stream your browser, then we'll fix it.
I want to. I don't know if like it'll show up. It'll like I know the.
Oh, so if you change Windows,
Yeah, I know. I gotta change Windows and I need to go
then
to right
gotta
here and then it'll. I don't know if it'll just show up at like a black screen for you or.
switch back to the browser.
All right, better.
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy. So before we continue on, Damien, you've heard of this woman, right?
Yes, I certainly have.
This lovely woman, Miss Katie.
Let me pop up the chat real quick, because then I can see the chat while I have Discord open on the same window.
Miss Lilith says it's so late. You think this is late? Lilith, I go to work literally Monday night. This is going to be nothing for me.
Bro, dude, I haven't slept yet.
How the hell have you not slept yet?
I thought I was gonna sleep, but I've been up all day. Other than that, so it's whatever.
You
But
need to
yeah,
sleep, brother.
bro, I'm not gonna be able to sleep till what 1 p.m. my time. Not later.
Probably.
But yeah, so the topic at hand, vegan stream, vegan teacher, Jesus. She is going after Nick Avocado because he eats too much, really,
Mm-hmm.
too much meat.
I
That's
mean,
insane.
like, I can see why she's going after him finally, because the man is killing himself. Literally.
Fair, he is killing himself, but what is she doing? Look at how she's been acting over the last months.
She's been acting like this for years.
Yeah, imagine, bro.
It's just not something you should be eating
It's like, oh my
I cannot
god.
hear the audio still. What the fuck?
Still can't hear the audio?
on a regular
I
basis.
couldn't hear the audio at all.
Now,
No.
if I'm talking to you directly, Nick,
My
think
audio
you
at
already
least,
know.
like in
You're
the
not a
stream. Oh
stupid
wait, I
man.
know why. Fuck, I'm an
you
idiot.
know what
No,
you're
no.
doing is
What? No,
Not
that's
only
not it.
Oh god.
We are
abs.
fascinating.
Yes, I am.
I'll be
Pass,
careful
Launch
with those.
rockets to Mars.
Thank god.
only are you paying for the rape, the torture, the confinement,
Let's
and
add some of.
It's 11:33 for me. Oh, Lilith. It's 11:33 for me as well.
I mean, the thing that why I can't hear it is because it's on my end. That's why.
Okay.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
the murder of so many animals. You are also putting it on display here and consistently telling people how it tastes so good. And
I I've never laughed at anybody so hard. She's acting like these animals have human emotions. I mean, they kind of do, but still.
Okay, animals do have emotions. Yes, they do.
They do have
That's-
emotions, but the thing is, we kill to survive. We've been
Same
doing
goes
it
for
for
animals.
hundreds of years, for thousands of years at this point. Why are people getting so mad over this?
I'm sorry, but yeah.
It's ridiculous and the dumbest shit ever, dude. Okay. I gotta kill
And
myself.
keep in mind, animals kill as well as we kill animals. So,
Yeah. And I mean, I do agree to a sense, like, why people, like, are against, like, people killing animals. Because people like to kill for sport, only hunt for sport. There are people like that. I don't agree with, just killing just for sport. I feel like you still have to at least have the meat or at least have some use for the body,
yeah.
use its hide or use its fur, its antlers. Hell, you could use the entire body as like a makeshift tool pretty much.
Yeah.
You could literally have okay, for example, you get a 12-point buck laying on the ground dead. You just shot it with, I don't know, your rifle. You just shot it with it's rifle season. Boom, there you go. 12-point buck. You got a big rack of antlers, and you got a big boy that is literally thick,
Yeah.
and he's just so big. He's got so much meat onto him. First thing you're gonna do, obviously, throw him in the back of the truck, because I mean, where else are you gonna put him? What are you gonna do? Put him in the back of your convertible?
Yeah. Lily says, move your camera to the top, the other side you blocked by portraits. So the chat is blocking your camera. Or your camera is blocking the chat, I don't know. I haven't seen it pop up.
There we go. There. I'm flying now. I thought I moved it the other way, but okay.
Wait, are you using the exact same setup as I use it when I'm streaming?
Uh,
I think so.
Yeah, because I am using the I will like take off the video capture device after this stream though. It's getting off.
Oh no,
I'm only using it for
I-
this episode. Or unless you
I
want to
can
use
take...
it for the next one, but.
Oh, see, I didn't know even that it even took over the same settings.
I mean, it's all set up the same pretty much because like I signed back in under like our account and I was just like, oh, so all of the stuff Damien put down pretty much stays the same here.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Uh.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. I don't know how far I could actually go with this because this is so cringe.
Or even if
And
it's
you are
like
making
what
so many other
a bit
people unhealthy, and you are causing
a
so
decent
much harm.
episode,
I
I don't know.
can't even begin to explain how much harm you're causing.
Well, at least like do one video and get our fucking opinions on it. Or at least half of a video because.
Yep, this is about a 15-minute video, and God Almighty.
You just tell me a bit what she's saying after you paused it.
So far, literally in the last minute and a half, she's just been saying, you know, oh, you're promoting to be unhealthy, and you're being so unhealthy. You're telling people that, oh my God, this food is so good. You shouldn't be doing that because you're contributing to the murders and rapes of animals. For one, when was rape ever involved into the equation of any of this?
Veganism, never.
It's like, unless somebody is a sick-minded reject to society is actually having intercourse with a dead animal's corpse, I don't think that's how that works.
I don't think
As far as
so
I
either.
know of, farmers don't have sexual interaction with their cows or their horses or their chickens.
Yeah.
The only sexual intercourse that I know of anyway when it comes to animals is when they're doing it to each other.
Yeah.
And that exactly what King Blue said. He said, how is he causing harm to others? He's only causing harm to himself. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's only doing these videos because it gets him money. That's the only harm that's really doing. That's like one of the main harms he's doing to himself is because he's eating all these foods just for content, just for all this money. He's killing himself for views.
Pretty much.
And it is.
Oh, are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit. Hi, audience. I didn't realize you guys. I thought this was the admin chat. I was like, oh shit. Hello, audience. I'm tired. I just woke up from a nap. From like an hour and a half long nap.
Oh God.
I want to die. I'm curled up in a blanket. I'm curled up in a blanket.
All right, now let's continue on. Damien.
Vegan teacher. Vegan teacher's bad. She's really skinny. She's practically a skeleton.
Trying to talk to you? Maybe you're listening. Maybe you'll get a hold of this video. And if you are, let me remind you that you can change your channel around. You absolutely can. All of this stuff that you have done to get to this space right now.
Yeah,
if you look at your comments and if you look at what people are saying, they're basically saying your channel has become boring and there's not really much going on. I mean, everyone's just sitting around waiting for you to self-destruct. Like, how is this good for you or anyone else?
Is it playing audio for you guys?
it's the stream. Ritz is streamed through Discord, ain't playing audio.
Okay.
God, take me away
sorry, smooth brain moment. I'm sorry.
Already.
Mush brain.
Who is that? If you're talking about the people who she's celebrating Halloween every day. She's a witch, a skeleton at the same time.
She's Skeletor. She's the fucking crypt keeper.
She's literally the crypt keeper.
She is the crypt keeper.
Oh my God. She's the healthy crypt keeper.
Disgusting.
It's like, how are you even? How is she able to walk? Hold on. Okay, give me like one good moment here. We are gonna look at this real quick. Okay. All right.
She's nasty, dude. You can literally see her fucking like rib cage and shit.
Mm-hmm. Like right
It's
here.
disgusting.
She is super skinny. She looks horrible. How old is this
Gordon
woman
Ramsay
supposed to be
diss
now?
rap?
Hold on.
Wait, she made a diss rap on Gordon Ramsay? Why is Dream there? Why is Dream there?
Because she did like talk shit about Dream though.
Of course she did. She's 57 years old.
She's 57 and she looks
Dude,
like
my parents are older
crap.
than her and they look younger than her.
My
She
dad
looks like
is
she's in her
older than
80s.
her, and they look about the same age. But if anything, my dad looks healthier than she does.
Yeah. Oh, my dog is now laying around my head. That's cool. Hi,
Now,
dog.
here's another thing as well. Whenever people, especially vegans, not just that vegan teacher in general, but just vegans in general, who say, oh, you have to be vegan, you have to be vegan. If not, you're going straight to hell. That is just harmful. You should never use religion to scare other people into doing something.
A lot of like churches and shit do that. Like if you don't give like donations at the end of like a service, they'll be like, it's a sin for not donating. It's a gift of charity. But yeah, with the vegan teacher and shit, honestly, I just don't fucking understand her. Like,
And the thing
I
is,
truly
well,
don't.
another thing is as well, she claims that she doesn't believe in God. This was back in like whenever she used to do TikToks and stuff. I think she still does. If I could find her, but my God.
But also, I think she needs to understand that we can't just like stop eating meat one day. Like if the entire world stopped eating meat,
It wouldn't surprise me.
she doesn't understand the environmental consequences because some animals would start to overpopulate. And that kind of shit. Overpopulation would occur. They would be eating up more resources, and you need more resources to do that kind of shit. And if everyone started to just eat plants and that kind of stuff, those animals need those plants too. We'd basically be going through a food shortage. Well, yes, some people do think that it's a good thing to maybe like go vegan and that kind of stuff, like you do you. But they need to understand that in reality, for the human body to sustain itself and for a person to survive, they need to have a protein in their life. They need to have meat in their diet. Because the meat that they eat basically helps provide energy for the rest of the body. You cannot survive just on plants. There's not a lot of nutritional value in plants.
There really isn't.
You wouldn't really be getting anywhere.
She has a point. Some pastors have done it before. The resign when people rebelled. I mean,
The screen is blocked.
yeah.
Yeah, we know it's blocked out for us too.
Oh,
Yep.
let me
hold
do
on.
something real quick because I see something. Edit channel.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that one.
God. I swear to God, I'm gonna break my phone in like 2 seconds. It keeps like fucking up or things not touching a specific part of my screen on them. No.
Hello.
Uh,
Pork and Dino. Hello.
Ah, welcome, Pork and Dino.
Oh,
I see we're talking about vegan teacher.
yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, also known as the Crypt Keeper.
The
Yeah.
57-year-old witch with literally 0 brains and 0 bronze.
She looks like the lost Sanderson sister from
And
Hocus
she
Pocus.
also
Oh my god.
harasses children too, so
Well, I do want to say, and I'm interested because obviously I was one of the first to come into the stream. Ritz, you said that you've been wanting to do this for a long time. Did something like set you off about vegan teacher?
She's been pissing me off for the longest time. For literally the last year and a half, she's been pissing me off.
Because, like, recently you've been pushing, you're like, hey, I'm going to do a video about vegan teacher. You guys want to do a video about vegan teacher? I'm going to do a mini episode of vegan teacher tonight.
I was like, I'm gonna do a mini episode with or without anybody. I'm gonna do it because this is how much she's
I'm
pissed
gonna
me
talk about
off.
the vegan teacher.
You think Omewrecker's the one that's pissing me off the most? Oh no, it's that bitch.
Well, so here's the thing. Or not here's the thing. What's your main problem with her? Obviously, I hate her too, but still. What's your main problem?
Issue is the fact that she is forcing that vendetta down everybody's throats, saying, like, we have to be vegan, that everyone in the world should be vegan. And she's using religion and even race to say that, you know, oh, like, for the religion concept, like I just stated earlier, like, if you don't become a vegan, then you're going to hell. You're committing more sin. Okay.
Yeah,
You want to join
That's
Colin
definitely
as well?
wrong. And then she would go off and blatantly say a lot of racist shit, honestly.
Bring him in. Please.
Yes.
Well,
My God,
she does do
Rob.
that. And she definitely has been getting out there. I know for me personally, what set me off with her, I don't know about any of you all, but it was when she justified trying to put her animal as a vegan when there's literally been cases of animals that have gone full vegan and they died literally 3 days after because after
Can't survive off plants.
humans,
Just plants.
we can rely on plants for a little bit. We can. Despite what
Yeah,
people
but we
say, you
can't
can't. You can live
fully
off
survive
plants,
on that.
but our body will slowly change due to evolution because we're not meant to do that. Now, of course, evolution can fix that, of course, but that's going to take generations. That at this point, we can't just if we could genetically change ourselves, cool. I don't mind going vegan if we can genetically modify vegan food that literally will be just like meat. I don't mind it, but for animals, they're delicate. They need meat. For example, we took dogs from wolves. We've taken little tabby cats from the big motherfuckers, from ocelots and shit like that. Like, they thrive on food. Like, yes, you know, wild cats, they can eat fish and they can eat stuff like that, but they primarily, like, if you go up to a mountain lion and you have a big old juicy steak and a big old juicy fish, probably going to kill you and eat you because you have the most meat on you.
And plus, it also does deal with overpopulation because shit like that can happen.
And those animals, more animals, means that more animals are going to rely on plants to fucking eat. Like livestock
Only
and
that.
shit.
In Yellowstone, it's been proven because they had to bring back wolves that if you take out that natural predator, vegetation starts dying, more disease starts uprising, a lot more animals start dying slowly and more painfully because they don't have that and they're staying in one location, ruining the vegetation because you don't have predators moving them anymore.
Oh, I don't know if this is working, but
Like, term circle of life, people keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
Plus, our bodies are built off muscle, just like most everything is Most other life forms are built off muscles.
We
Now,
need protein.
muscle exertion by eating, moving, drinking, all of that will burn some calories. Like, I think if you do nothing in a day, literally nothing, you still are burning calories, and that's just your body processing stuff, like your kidney processing shit, like your liver going through whatever the fuck it's got to do. Your lungs breathing alone is muscle moving. So you need it. And in that case, your body tears muscle. It's micro tears, but it still does it. And to rebuild the muscle to make you get more, you need to eat protein. Now, of course, you don't need to go look out like half of these jacked motherfuckers because, you know, it brings into the discussion. I'm not going to go into it due to, obviously, you guys have talked long enough about a certain somebody talking about this, but, you know, you don't need to be really ripped to be healthy, but you need protein to be healthy. Your muscles need protein. If you don't have it, you can live, sure, but then you look like vegan teacher. And normally you'd be like, well, that's not a bad thing, right? It really isn't a bad thing if she wants to do that herself because there's nothing bad. She's not dying right now. Like, but at the end of the day, if you get attacked by a predator, you're dead. And that's why evolution forced us to be carnivores, because we need the muscle to survive, just like every other animal does. Go fight a wolf. Why a wolf is so strong, why a bear is so strong, because of that meat, that muscle. They can force you down. They can bite you and like chomp on you because of that.
Right.
If you took a wolf and a bear, like if you just took a bear and you take all of the protein out of it, I guarantee you can kick that bear's ass.
Hey, are you able to talk, by the way? Oh yeah, you are. I was wondering if she.
Yeah.
Dieter,
Also,
as well.
also
Dieter.
one thing, you guys need to change those profiles. It's already been confused. I was always supposed to say pork. It's David.
No.
No.
If you thought that was bad, if you thought that was bad, Simp before literally changed his icon and shit to velocities. It was already in the stream, Damien.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Oh, another thing with Ritz. Because noticing, how long have you been studying Vegan Teacher? Because I do know that when you were starting off the podcast, you were saying that this has been on your mind for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how long have you been really following her around and, like, you know, kind of researching?
I've been keeping an eye on her for literally the last year and a half because of all the shit that she's been pulling for the last couple of years. Especially last year, whenever she started trying to go after, if you guys remember, John Robert Bell, he used to be a popular TikToker until it was proven that he himself was also a mini lad.
Disgusting.
Exactly. But before all those allegations came out against him, he was actually a good content creator, and people actually liked him. And he was actually going against Vegan Teacher because of all the stuff that she was saying and doing, which is trying to force veganism down people's throats, using religion to strike fear into people, saying, oh, if you do not eat food, if you do not eat plants, then you're going to hell. If you continue to eat meat, you are going to hell. She keeps preaching that type of shit. And there was actually a video of a girl who actually just got baptized, and she posted this on TikTok. She was freaking out because of what Vegan Teacher was saying, because, you know, she's like the rest of us. She's a carnivore like the rest of us. You know, she actually eats both meat and plants. But when Vegan Teacher said that, she freaked the absolute hell out. Everything like that actually took a mental toll onto this girl because of what Miss Katie was saying.
Yeah, and she's a part of the community that does that and sort of says, well, if you're not like us, you're fucked. And, you know, despite what everyone wants to say about Nikocado Avocado, right? Is he a bit of a fuckhead? Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I find it sad. He's a sad story to me. I don't laugh at him anymore. I don't find it funny. I find it sad. Every time he argues, every time he cries, because people don't realize, why would he be so upset? He's just causing his own downfall. He was a happy vegan. Like, he ate food that was healthy to him. He enjoyed it. He had a great lifestyle. He had a great relationship. It was people like that Vegan Teacher who tore him apart. because they said, you're fuckhead, you're not like us, you're not real vegan, you're not this. And then it caused him to go into a spiraling depression that only food could get him out of. And even then, it never could do anything. He's going to die because of people like her. And I think at this point, we need to get rid of her, because here's my problem. We want to get rid of people like Dave Chappelle. Cool. What he said was a crossing the line? Kinda. Yeah. We want to get rid of the creator of Cuties because obvious reason. Pedophilic vibes. We want to get rid of people like Mini Lad. We want to get rid of people like Ohm. All these people, but we don't focus on that vegan teacher. And I can understand, Ritz, because honestly, I could see the passion in your eyes talking about this. That this is a person who is actively a part of a culture that is destroying mental lives and is taking that happiness away from somebody.
Let alone as well that she even, like, she goes after content creators, celebrities, for no reason. She just pops up and goes like, oh, hey, yeah, you're a bad person, Billie Eilish, for eating meat. Or, what's his name? Ethan Trace. You guys, like, how, I don't know if you guys have seen anything about him or anything. He's a popular cosplayer on TikTok. She went after him because he decided to make a video about how crazy she is. And she keeps going nuts. Like, literally any person that talks shit about That Vegan Teacher apparently lives rent-free in the back of her head. And apparently she has a lot of open slots because there's a lot of people that she is willing to attack. Because I know she attacked Dream, she attacked Tommy in it. I know she's attacked somebody else within the Dream SMP.
She's kind of went after
them too.
Did she?
Like holding up a vegetable and insinuating to one of them that were underage.
And if I remember correctly, I think she was doing that towards Tommy in it, I think.
I believe so.
Because as far as I know of, I think Tommy's still a minor.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he just turned 17, didn't he?
She was banned from TikTok the first time.
And if I recall right, Dino, you told me a while ago a very interesting story about PewDiePie with her falsely calling him out over something, saying that he was vegan or something, even though he's stated he's not.
So I'm not sure if you've been watching these videos from the Vegan Teacher, but she goes in and she grades certain YouTubers and how vegan friendly they are. And she essentially said PewDiePie was vegan and he's like, no, I'm pescatarian.
Which makes me wonder how many divorces she went through to be where she is right now.
Probably 0 because she's probably born this way.
Well, but still, like, the most important part is that, to take away from that, is she doesn't even know what it means to be vegan, which worries me to the point of she's calling someone out for something because she says you need to be like her. And if you look at it, it's sort of like it's a toxic cycle, because she wants these people to be healthy, but in return, what she's doing is tearing people apart to be like her. And then it makes more people like her to the point where, like, you know, I don't even think this should need to be said, but you don't go and harass somebody based off what they do. I don't care if you eat meat. I don't care if you're into the same sex. I don't care, whatever. Go live your life. You know, because her equivalent is, if she walks into a restaurant and you're eating meat, you're a horrible person. She's going to talk about you and ruin your whole life off of that. But if we notice, we don't deal with that, right? Like, society isn't crushing down and saying, fuck you. But why are we then going after people like Dave Chappelle, who, you know, he did make crossing the line jokes about transgender people. But that's the equivalent to what Vegan Teacher's doing, is making something about something that they are not. Now, of course, Dave Chappelle is making a joke. I'm not going to get into it, obviously. I don't think you guys want to either, whether he's serious or not. But Vegan Teacher is serious with this. She does think that if you eat meat, you are horrible, you're not like her. And she's the second coming, so to say.
And
Sorry for a sidetrack, but Trianator, can you get a little away from your mic because you're breathing into it and it's kind of loud?
is that better?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I didn't even hear it.
I think you were
I just
hearing. I
have-
think
It
you
was
were hearing
happening
me
a bit
instead
ago.
because I was like trying to. I was trying to like melt down this this candle a little bit.
Oh,
It was
Okay,
It was
that
starting
freaking
to
candle.
annoy me.
and I could see the peaks and where they were.
Hmm.
Oh, my dog is awake. Hello, pup.
I also have
Go
my
back to
volume pretty
sleep.
high, so
But it's
That also doesn't help.
So, Ritz,
yo.
what are... Because, of course, obviously, we all probably have opinions on this, and we all pretty much can agree, I would assume, because nobody's yet made a counter argument. And I don't think it would be smart to, because it's very difficult to counter you're killing people.
Mm-hmm.
But with you, what are some of the things that necessarily, like... Oh, trying to think of the right way to say this.
Essentially, what really really peeves me off the most, essentially,
Yeah.
just
Like,
in general,
like,
or just like when it
the
comes
list
to
of stuff, because you said you've been doing this for about a year and a half because of the things she's been doing in the past years. What are the things that you saw that are like, we need to crack down on this? This is important, and people. Let me rephrase it. What is things you've seen that nobody's commented on that you feel needs to be addressed?
well, so far, most of the stuff that I've already seen has already been covered, but it's mainly only been covered on TikTok, hardly ever through YouTube. And most of the stuff that would have been covered through is either most likely deleted because of her main channel, or I should say her main page, being actually, banned. She's been banned like on her, because she's had multiple accounts all throughout TikTok. Every single one of them so far, except for the most recent one that she's made, has been banned. And she keeps calling out people such as Mr. Beast, Logan Paul. She keeps trying to call them out for eating meat, calling them pieces of shit. And then she would continue on to harass other people who are literally lesser known. I'm trying to find those right now, actually.
Do you think that she's doing this for an agenda, or do you think she's doing this to gain clout, so to speak, going after these popular people like Mr. Beast, like PewDiePie, going after these people to rape them? Because if you've noticed, with lesser known people, she tends to say, you're horrible, you're a piece of shit. But to people like PewDiePie, to these popular YouTubers, she'll kiss up to them and be like, oh, I give you a whatever out of whatever, like, you're good, you're doing the right thing. Do you think she's doing this for an agenda, or that she's trying to gain clout off of these people?
I would say it's both. Like, she's trying to get an agenda out there, but she's heavily clout chasing. Because she is going after these popular people, sucking up to them or attacking them. Either way, she's getting clout off of this. She's getting traction off of it, no matter what.
I mean, she's a narcissist. What do you expect?
Exactly. She claims to be a teacher and a person who actually loves and cares, but yet she dogs on these people. She attacks them. I don't know if you've seen this one video recently whatsoever, but she actually tried to justify her saying the N-word, trying to claim that it's not a derogatory term, which we all know the N-word is a very derogatory term, and a lot of people would be very angry if somebody were to say that right now.
Yeah.
And
We
she
will be getting yelled at for no apparent reason.
Exactly. And a lot of thing is as well, like, she tried to put it, because like the message she tried to relay it as was in this sort of a right place, but how it was executed, it was poor. Yeah. She tried to say, like, oh, black people are, they're amazing, they're lovely, they're like one of the best types of humans out there. I agree. They are one of the best types of people out there. Because you know why? Because they're human, just like the rest of us. They're amazing. But the way how she did it was like N for something else. And the rest were just, spelt out pretty much the rest of the word, but just tried to be like, N, nice. I don't want to say the rest because I don't want to be deemed a racist.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But going over what King Blue put, shouldn't like TikTok do something about her making new accounts? Isn't that against their policies? It is. For most terms of service, obviously the whole Delirious thing is the controversy behind that shows that alt accounts is generally against the rules of any TOS. Discord has it, TikTok does have it, Facebook has it, even MySpace still has it. You still even can't make ones on there. Because to do that, you would need to assume another false identity, and technically, not even technically, it is a law. It's illegal to fake a persona online. So to make another account, you would have to be somebody else, which is circumnavigating and loopholing it, which is very illegal. Technically, she can be arrested for it because it is committing a crime. But it's one of those blue crimes that like no one's going to really go after. Yeah. Because it's not important, which is, I think, comes to the big problem. Like with how you, Ritz, are, you're not the only one who's very adamant and very, inspired by this, that you want to do something that, a lot of people don't like it because, it's a toxic thing. It's what has destroyed people like Nikocado, who right now could probably be doing vegan reviews, laughing with other people. Think about it. He could have been on videos like PewDiePie, like, exploring lifestyle, seeing how PewDiePie lives, seeing how he lives. We could have been watching collabs on that where they're happy, smiling, laughing. Instead, what we got was what he is now, and it's sad because it was people like that vegan teacher who need to go.
She needs to get off the internet. She needs like a full internet ban. She doesn't need to be on YouTube. She doesn't need to be on Twitter. She doesn't need to be on TikTok nor Facebook, because if I'm going to say this once, I'm going to say this a billion times. She is the reason why a lot of people have lost a lot of sense of security in themselves. And many reasons as to why a lot of people have a lot of self-doubt about themselves, because she makes them feel like, oh, if you do this, or if you're eating meat, or if you're a member of the LGBTQ, then you're most likely going to hell, even though herself is bisexual. She has been proven to be homophobic and racist all in the same, pretty much. Not just through TikToks, but through other people who have noticed her, watched her, even reacted to her, have noticed like she's got a lot of issues that needs to be dealt with.
And I think the biggest problem is she's trying to put herself in an authority for kids. Obviously, the teacher part, like trying to teach kids and making these songs, which, as any one of us know, that like I myself, if not a parent, but my brother is, and I did notice with my nephew that you could put on these songs, he would laugh and dance with it, but it would stick with him, right? You can put on Baby Shark, and then you can give him a shark plushie, and he'll sing that song because he remembers it. He connects it. My problem becomes vegan teachers doing that and getting these kids to be anti-meat, which, here's the thing. I will say this, and of course, since I'm just going to say this with a warning that, like, you don't need to take my opinion on this, but I think fucking with kids' mentalities is a bad thing. Personally, I think telling kids that they can be whatever gender they want and all that is wrong. I think telling kids that they need to be pure vegan or pure carnivore is wrong. I really think kids should learn on their own, because when they're an adult, they can live the life they want to live. If somebody wants to be vegan, go for it. Live your life. Have fun with it. Just be happy. If you want to if you want to go and get, surgery to be a different gender, if you want to identify as something, go for it. Live your best life. But you got people like that vegan teacher who is adamantly saying you're not allowed to have a choice. You need to be what I am. And that's causing it's depression, because now you have these people, like you were saying with the story earlier with the girl who was afraid after she got baptized. Now you're causing this doubt that just because she eats meat that God's going to look away and say no. And with going through religion, just to dip into it, I do believe that in most religions, meat is actually eaten in the Bible. I of course, I could be wrong about it, but I do remember because I myself was baptized. I'm not religious, I'll state that now, but I was a long time ago because I studied it. I actually read it. I took part in Sunday school. And I do remember that, like, eating meat wasn't considered bad because we all ate meat. It wasn't considered wrong. Now, what I think, the only thing I can justify, because being neutral and trying to find what could she be saying and, like, how could it be true, is humanely taking out animals for food, I think is good. But when you got these, I will say, when you get to places like McDonald's, because I don't know if you guys watched the documentary years ago of how they actually keep the animals, that is very inhumane. I will agree that treating that is wrong. We are terrible people for that. Like, our society is literally breeding and killing. But you do have farms that make these animals, they grow them, let them live a whole life, and then they kill them for the meat, and we can still sustain off it. I do think that maybe we should take a step back from fast food and just go back to normal food. Just make food for restaurants and stuff, not have this mass producing, because, like, honestly, we mass produce food to feed the country. I mean, America alone, we have a lot of people. Now, taking the rest of the world into consideration, it's a lot more people, even more, like, a lot. 7.8 billion now is what we're at.
I think so.
Ish, maybe
I
8
think,
billion
right?
at this point.
But, like, we mass produce food for that. But I will say that right now, I mean, if you look at Africa, we're mass producing food and getting people fat, and we're not even using what the mass produced food was for. So at the same time, I can kind of understand that, but I don't know. What do you guys think about that whole situation?
I mean, so with the case of food, yes, we do grow animals too fast. We force them to grow up. We put stuff in their food to grow them up. But I mean, if anything, like, have normal growth patterns for the animals is fine, and still eating meat. Dude, I love meat. I cannot live without meat. There's no way. I need I need my fucking grinded meat, fucking hamburger, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I could not listen to that with a straight face.
Dude, fuck you.
Well,
It is
I
that you're
was gonna
it is that
say,
you're streaming.
with the
Oh.
controlling kids and making them with that. I know before she started working on YouTube and TikTok and all that, she was actually a school teacher.
Yeah. That's why she's
So,
called vegan teacher.
yeah, with that in mind, with, like, her ideology and working in the school system, how many kids has she kind of, I want to say, indoctrinated into this whole idealism? Because I know as a teacher, you have to be unbiased as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Also, slushy meat, pork. Oh no.
Because if I were to try to look for that vegan teacher right now on TikTok, it is completely gone.
Okay, so they
Well,
did take care of her for now.
Well,
yeah,
that's
Yeah,
her. That's her
she's-
main account. That's her main account, though.
oh, they've banned any other account that she has been? 'Cause
She had about like 3 or 4, 5-ish different accounts that have been banned. She currently does have another account up, and so far it's still up, as far as I know of.
I don't think people have found it to report it yet. Granted, I'm not gonna say what it is because don't condone that.
No, I don't condone finding it and just like saying, "Oh, this is the at, go destroy or anything." We don't condone that, but we do say like this: if you do find her, that is up to you what to do. We cannot tell you that you can't or cannot. We cannot tell you that you can or cannot do these things. You cannot go and report this person. We're not telling you not to. We're not telling you to do that. But we are, but we are trying to prevent you from doing it in a sense, because we don't want to make it seem like we're the bad guys, that we're the ones sending like an entire hate army out there just to go after one person. I wanted to do the stream just for the sole purpose to at least talk about her and express my frustration and my annoyance with her. Now, yes, I should have put a disclaimer in the beginning because I forgot to. And also, like, my audio in the first, like, 4.5 minutes were, like, cut off. But I don't condone harassment to others. But I do want to say this, though. If you have a different opinion than everybody else, and if you agree with Vegan Teacher, fine, that's on you. That's your opinion. You could have those thoughts. Good for you, but take into consideration of what she's doing and how she's going about it is wrong, because she is the one harassing, doxing, and downright just abusing people when it comes to the shit like this, whether she realizes it or not.
Like,
because go ahead.
No, I forgot. I'm tired.
I will say though, while that's true, that no one here can say to go find her. No one can say that, because obviously that is raising an army to go specifically at someone. But I think we can safely say this, that as you're perusing these apps like TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, anything, keep in mind that you can always read the terms of service for every app. Now, if you find something of somebody breaking the terms of service, report them. You know, we can say that. Now, I'm not saying to go find Vegan Teacher and just go back, well, I'm going to mass report her. I'm going to go find out how she's breaking it. Just, if you come across something, follow the terms of service, pretty much. Don't make alt accounts. If you see somebody making alt accounts, report it. But don't make it your active goal, because at the end of the day, if you do that, you're no better than the person you're going after. Because the point of reporting is you want the truth. You want these people to, you want to see justice get done, because they're supposed to follow the terms of service, and if they break that, they're setting a bad example. So if you see somebody breaking it, if you see alt accounts, then by all means, report it. But pretty much, if you just you can read the terms of service at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And kind of my input on this, living in Washington State, I know a lot of vegans, they can't stand Vegan Teacher because she gives them a bad name.
Yeah.
And these are the same people, again, they're vegan, but they don't give a shit I'm eating a steak right in front of their faces.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's my choice. And
I know a lot of them do it not just specifically because they want to, but there's some religious aspects where, because their diet they can't eat meat because their body rejects it.
For example, like people in Pakistan or there around those areas, Middle East, they are not allowed to eat pork.
Mm-hmm.
You can't eat me. Not allowed.
I don't need you in specific, but okay. If you want to be eaten, that's up to you, pork.
I will respectfully decline, and I'll toss it over to somebody else who would rather enjoy that. But
okay.
Pretty much the takeaway, I think, and I think this is what you also would probably want to say, Ritz, is live your best life and don't tell other people how to live their life. Because at the end of the day, it's your decision. Like Dino said, like Damien said, it might be a religious thing, it might be a health reason. Hell, you might be wanting to lose weight. Whatever you want to do it and don't hurt other people. Now, like, it's one thing to say, hey, being vegan is healthy. Here's why there's benefits to it, but you also have to understand there's pros and cons to everything. And at the beginning, it was said, naturally, veganism is against our bodies. We're not meant to live like that. Now, you can go it for a prolonged time. There's also different you don't even need to just be vegan. If like that's your goal to like not eat certain things, you know, there's other diets that are more healthy to ecosystems and more healthy for you. It really just depends on the way you want to live, because nobody can tell another person how to live. It's wrong.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. All right. Anybody have any other thoughts about this?
No, not really.
Be who you want to be, but don't force others.
Yeah,
Yep.
for that. But outside of that, nothing.
All right. Well, guys, we have been the Dark Ritz Band podcast. The only reason why I'm only cutting this a little bit short is because we've already reached towards an hour, and it is reaching about almost 12:30 at my time. If there's any updates with the vegan teacher, which I will be keeping an eye out, even through TikTok and YouTube, we can let you know. We will give you updates in the future. But anyways, I have been Raccoon Ritz from the Dark Ritz Band podcast. If you're feeling suicidal, you've come to the right place. And thanks again for Damien, Dino, Pork, and Tyran for being in here. And thanks to also Maid and who also hopped in at the other
CE.
minute too. CE.
CE.
Thanks for CE as well. Anyway, guys, we'll see y'all later.